Okay, this will probably strike you as an odd moment for me to mention this, but actually, there are not many moments I've observed in your timeline which wouldn't qualify as odd. And somehow your idle moments seem to invite interruption the least. And this is a difficult topic for me to broach, for reasons that you probably wouldn't understand. You're rambling again, Kanaya. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I've just been meaning to say that I've read your instructional guide. Oh? Yeah. Sorry to hear you were subjugated to that. Why? It was a little melodramatic in retrospect, heavy-handed, but now it's stuck on that server forever, broadcasting notes of a very confused girl shifting through the aftermath of just another pedestrian apocalypse where somewhere in paradox space. Have you ever written a message you regret instantly upon sending? Lately? Almost perpetually. That line included? Wow, yeah, kind of. Also, that line. I'm sure you must regard the walkthrough as pretty quaint, as a veteran of the game. Actually, at the time of reading it, it lent some useful insight into the nature of the game I hadn't yet considered. And the author, I guess. At the time. When exactly did you read it? By the way, what are you doing here? Is this part of your ongoing investigation? Yes. Are these tactics really necessary? It's faster this way. If there's one thing you and your friends regularly remind us, it's that time is not on our side. I know, but I thought our methods earlier were efficient in illuminating the underpinning of the game. You ask some questions, and I answer, if I can. Yes, that has been effective, but you don't know everything, do you? No. My current strategy is comprehensive. Your notes have been helpful, but the facts you've supplied are being cross-referenced with understanding I already had, and data gathered by the sort of means presently on display. I still have more questions for you, which I will ask in time. Okay, but those means presently on display are making me a little nervous. I think it's kind of a reckless use of what? These forces. Dark magic, you mean? Yes, well, influenced by gods from the furthest realm. The communication you seem to have had developed with them, I find kind of troubling. I don't think they're as nefarious as you might imagine. Many of them seem to be intent on helping us. How exactly do you know that? From their whispers in my dreams? How much time have you really spent sleeping since you began playing? Not much, but quite a lot in the failed timeline. And now and then memories surface from that alternate reality. Vague memories, but unmistakable in familiarity. Like spontaneously remembering a dream from years ago by some inexplicable catalyst. In that reality, they spoke to me in my sleep, and told me much of what I needed to know, including what to do to reset our timeline and create the present reality. That makes me no less nervous. Understanding is that influence from doomed timelines, though seemingly necessary to advance in the alpha reality, is generally inauspicious. Travelers from such branches are marked for death, and though it was only an insubstantial part of you which traveled, just memories, I suppose, it's still troubling. I have assurance I'm on the right track. Surely you must have spoken to the gods by now. What did they tell you to make you so suspicious? Actually, I haven't. I have never visited Durs or traveled beyond the Veil. Prospect Moons was my home for most of my dreaming life. It was? Yes. This surprises me. Why? Good question. Sky was always the foil of my curiosity, but it only showed me what I needed to see. It very much had the presence of something sentient and benevolent, but silent. Not something to converse with or be instructed by, or anything with an agenda beyond which it knows to be manifested already, like a very clear mirror that has everything there is to see inside it, but only some things are visible at any given moment. I always trusted it, and I don't trust gods that would eschew its light. You didn't actually answer my question. When was it exactly that you read my walkthrough? Oh, a while ago. Before you first contacted me? I have to confess that I've been experiencing something like, impression whiplash since that time. What do you mean? At first, I thought you were foolish and incompetent. My apologies for whatever misstep I may have taken to dispel that impression. It was an honest mistake, I swear. You see, that's what I'm talking about. It was a very snarky remark that just happened just now. Stratified by your signature varieties of insincerity which cut through the literal meaning of the statement like colourful ribbons. And the net intent is something maddening to try to know. Its meaning, I think, exists at the inscrutable nexus of semantic space where humour chafes against soft malice. A place, perhaps, the human mind occupies more comfortably than I don't know. Exophysiology isn't my strong suit, or even a real word. Yeah, I know, I was babbling again. The point is, it's not the type of behavior a very stupid person can perpetrate, and so my impression had thrashed about from the conversation to conversation, and now, rather than suspecting you of incompetence, I've begun to fear just the opposite. I think you might be dangerous. To whom? Maybe not knowing that is what really bothers me. Why don't you put the turtle ruins down and return to your home? I have sketched some new outfits for you that I think are nice. You could try to make them. It will be fun. You seem to have taken an interest in my wardrobe decisions. Are all trolls so fashion-minded? Ugh, no, sadly. Maybe later. What if there isn't a later? Well, we already know there won't be. That's nothing new. I mean, there not being a later might happen sooner than you think. Wow, really? Wow, what? I mean, for you specifically. Okay, this was something else I wanted to say, or ask about. I'm afraid my asking might play a role in the outcome, and I don't know if I want that. The outcome will happen one way or another, whether you have something to do with it or not. You may as well ask me. At least when it happens, you'll understand what it is that's happening. And just maybe, if we're really lucky, so will I. I have a question for you too. Let's swap ignorance, okay? Alright, I can't see you in the future, and the viewport won't let me after a certain point. It's black. But only for you, not the others. When? Several hours from now. Do you know why this could be? I have no idea. I can't see the future. I'm a disruptible streamer, remember? But I promise that if I had a hand in it, it won't be because you told me. Does that make you feel better? Sort of, but it remains ominous. Is that why you want to dissuade me from my admittedly zealous investigation to go play dress-up again? Because our time here is almost up? And you hope that what's on the other side of the dark curtain for me isn't some sort of corruption or damnation? Also, sort of. That's thoughtful of you. To pacify me as I scuffle down this black corridor. Wait, is that what I'm doing? Is it? On second thoughts, that's not what I want to do. Oh, that's a pity. Who will make sure my soul isn't fortified in the services of God's time, then? Well, I hope that doesn't happen. But I'd rather not get stuck in that kind of pattern again. So if you want to wreck the turtle village and tear your planet apart on the Council of Dark Gods, fine with me, I guess. What do you mean, again? I'll do the thing you do when you don't say anything. ... One simple word can so easily begin a story in a very thick book. But I guess we won't open this one. What was your question? I believe you're owed some compensatory ignorance. Yes, I was wondering, what do you know about the green sun? I've never heard of it. Thank you. The transaction was pretty tidy. Agreed.